Hello and welcome back to our YouTube channel, guys. My name's Ardil and I'm really proud to be introducing another one of our videos. In today's video, I'm walking you around an unboxing video on the Thinkware U1000 2-channel dash camera solution. If you're new to our channel, haven't seen this before, make sure you hit the subscribe button below and it will keep you up to date with future videos. Today's video, I'm going to be opening up this box, but in a later video, we're also going to be talking about advantages and disadvantages of how the charging system works and how you guys should actually wire in these systems to get the best for parking mode, which is a really important part of the system. So what we've got is a 4K front dash camera and then a 2K rear dash camera. It's got iOS and Android compatibility for the app. We've actually done a full video already live on our YouTube channel on how to actually use the Thinkware app. That's already live on the channel, so you can go check that out already. The link will be in the top corner of this video. So inside the box, as soon as we open it up, we've got the presence of the front dash camera itself. So it comes in a little packet, so we'll open that up. So as you can see here, what we've got is a really nice design. So basically this is slightly different to other dash cams on the market. A lot of other manufacturers are still going down the route of sort of a cylinder-based dash cam. However, Thinkware have always sort of been a little bit controversial on that. They've thought outside the box and done different designs. The previous predecessor to this camera was something called a Q800, which is a 2K front camera. However, they've gone for a very different design. So the other Q800 was basically mounted like that on the windscreen. However, this is flipped round, so it's a little bit more sleek. It's not taking up as much viewing area on the windscreen for the passenger, which was quite a little bit of a sort of an issue with the Q800. However, they've sort of rectified that on this one and it's really, really nice. I've actually got this installed into my car and we actually test all of our products before recommending them to you guys before it goes out onto the market. So at one point I had about 3 or 4 dash cams in my car, testing them, seeing the advantages and disadvantages of each one. So as you can see here on the actual dash camera, it basically sits on the windscreen at a bit of an angle, and then the actual camera here is adjustable and that can just adjust to depending on where it is on the windscreen. You've also got your SD card slot on one side as well as a microphone, so it also does voice recording, which is actually very important on a dash cam. Maybe a lot of people think that it's a little bit sort of going into your personal space and things like that. However, it's really, really essential. One example, one of our customers, actually they had their dash camera on and the incident that they had, they couldn't actually see that incident on the actual footage because it was actually a hanger in a car park that had scratched their roof. And it was actually only the voice recording from the dash camera that actually allowed them to actually pick up on that and report that to the car park. So they got that all rectified, and that was because of the voice recording. You could hear it scratch along the roof. A bit of a weird one because it was the sign basically fell and as they were going in, so it didn't catch on the dash cam. However, the rear dash camera did pick that up, but the voice recording saw the scratch going from the front of the vehicle all the way to the back. It's a really important part, and that's obviously got that built in. However, you can disable that on the app as well as on one of the buttons at the top. So that's basically along this side. So you've got SD card, plus you've got a reset button. On the back here, you've got your serial number for the product and then also where the mount would go in. So there's a part which we'll go through in a second, which mounts to the windscreen, and then that just slots into those 3 slots and then slides to the right. On the other side, we've got where it says you've got the DC in, which is your power. You've also got an extra radar module that you can purchase separately from Thinkware as well. We also offer that as a solution as an installed package. Then what we've got is the external camera, which basically is an additional rear camera, which we'll go through in a second, which is actually included in this kit. So they're called a 2-channel system because it's a front and rear. So you've got 4K front image quality and then 2K for your rear camera, which is really, really impressive. One really nice thing about this on the app as well, you can actually change how many frames per second that you want on the actual dash cam itself. And that's all done in the app, which make sure you hit that other hit the subscribe button below, and it will take you over to another one of our videos which has the how to use the app, and that goes through a little bit more on the actual application itself. So that's basically on either side what plugs in, and then also what you've got on the actual face of the unit. So this is visible from inside the vehicle. You've got your on and off button, you've got a Wi-Fi boost button as well as a microphone turn off button, plus you've got a manual recording setting there. So that's basically the front camera. It's very, very small. It sort of sits in the palm of my hand there. So it's very discreet, plus cable entry is really nice as well once it's been professionally installed. So inside there we've got a little bit more packaging. And inside here now, we've got the Thinkware U1000 user guide. So that basically goes through a little bit more about all of the products. However, if you're watching this video, we've pretty much gone through everything that's in that book anyway. But that also goes through a little bit on how to do the actual installation itself. Then what we've got is a customer service information. So you've got all of your suppliers, depending on where you are in the world, all the different contact bits of information, which is quite nice and useful there. Then what we've got is the cloud QR code, which is really cool as well. The cloud application basically allows us to track the vehicle via the app, plus also allows us to edit and see footage live while the vehicle is parked, as long as it's connected to a mobile hotspot. So really, really packed with loads of features, and the app's actually really easy to use against other manufacturers of dash cams. It's a really nice solution. They've kept the similar layout to the Q800 because that worked really, really well. And I actually gave Thinkware some feedback on that app, and they changed a couple of bits and pieces, and it's done really, really well. They've done amazingly well with the app. It works perfectly, near enough every single time. Obviously, every time with technology, you do get some connection issues. However, it's always resolvable. We can always get it working. So that's just a little QR code to link you into that. One nice thing as well that they've given on here is a little bit of an installation guide. Obviously, with a camera of this caliber, being a 4K image quality dash camera, you can also obviously have your installation done by ourselves here in Cambridge. Obviously, we're a professional outfit that will install it to the highest possible standards. However, if you're sending it to someone, sending your car to someone that hasn't done many before, you've got a little installation location just to tell you exactly where the dash cam wants to be located. So as you can see, there's a mirror there. It wants to be in the window sweep, plus just to sort of the left hand side, so it's sort of in the passenger side, so it's out of the way of the driver's view, so it's sort of out of your way in terms of what you can see out of the windscreen. That's a really nice little solution that they've given there as well. So this little thing is called a CPL filter. It's a polarizing filter. What it does is it helps against glare. What a lot of people are finding during summer months, you were getting quite a lot of glare from dash cams off dashboards. Obviously, it's because it's right up against the glass. You're getting quite a lot of glare. This really helps out and combats that. And in the U1000 channel, you actually get that free of charge. It's actually included in the kit. On a lot of the other dash cams from Thinkware, you do have to buy this separately, but it's a really good investment. It's not a lot of money, and it really does work well. So again, I've got that fitted onto my car. That's a really easy install as well, and that has got a little manual to how that wants to go on as well. Inside, next up, we've got the actual mount itself, which is really important. One of the things that we see a lot of on a lot of dash cams, other manufacturers, is the fact that they are suction cupped or using a cheap method of tape. This is actually 3M VHB tape, and this is the same tape we use across all our installations. So if we were doing an installation of another dash cam or anything else, this is the same tape we would want to be using, and we use it all day long. It's a really, really adhesive. It works really well. So they've not cheapened out on that, which is really nice. Plus, as you can see, you've got 3 little tags which actually go into the dash cam onto the back of it, and then it slides and clicks in once it's in. So once that goes in there, it basically slides in, and then it just locks into place, and that will be onto your windscreen. And then you can very easily slide that off, and then actually take your dash cam off and remove it completely from the car, take it inside, plug your memory card into your computer, and view all your footage from there if you didn't want to have it actually on the app. Another quite cool thing that they've given, this is subject to when you're purchasing the kit. Whenever we buy in the kit, we always get given a hardwire kit, because that's when we're professionally installing it, that's what it wants to be. So as you can see here, we've got the power cable that basically goes in on one of the sides of the dash cam. Then we've got our powers to basically take and tap into a fuse box in the vehicle. Obviously, every single vehicle is different in terms of where we need to go into. However, it's really, really essential that it's always done to the highest possible installation standards when it's done here. Then what we've got is the longer cable, which basically runs front to back, which runs plugs into the front camera and then runs all the way to the rear camera at the back of the vehicle. Again, essential, this cable run is done to the highest possible standards. In a lot of modern cars, you've got airbags all over the place now. They need to be run carefully. We've seen lots of installs are done by other people, done by customers, where the cable runs are in front of airbags, wrap round airbags. It needs to be done properly. So make sure, whether you want it done here or you want to be going somewhere else, just make sure your installation company knows exactly what they're doing when they're doing installs. Look them up, do your research, check out Google reviews, check out other YouTube videos of what people are doing. If they're just showing you the outside, you want to be seeing what actually is run inside the vehicle. It's very, very important that you're not paying for the cosmetics, you're paying for the actual installation, which is all behind the scenes. So that's the power cable there. What's quite nice as well, you get some additional adhesive pads, plus some cable tie neateners. So basically these can run down the back of the mirror, and then your cable can just really neatly tuck into there, and they make for a really neat install. So that's them, which is quite nice as well. Then in terms of memory cards, so at the moment we've got a common standard with a 64 gig SD card. That SD card, the smaller one, goes straight into the actual dash cam itself. If you want to be able to not use the application on your phone and you want to view your footage or change settings via the computer, you can do, and they've accounted for that. So you've got a little SD card reader, that memory card goes into there and that plugs straight into your computer. However, a lot of laptops now don't have this style SD card reader. They actually have a USB port. So they've thought about that as well, which is really, really cool. What they've done is created a little SD card, or given you a SD card reader, which converts it straight into USB. So again, they've thought about all different ways of you guys using the product, which is really nice. They've thought about the product and they've included everything that you guys need to get this camera working, operating, exactly set up exactly how you want it to be done. Then last but not least, we've got the actual rear camera, which again is very, very discreet. A lot of dash cams for the rear camera is just a video, so it's very, very discreet, it's very small. That doesn't take up too much view in your rear view mirror. So that basically, again, little 3M adhesive pad, basically will sit up onside the rear glass or inside the back of the vehicle, and then this can adjust to basically get the perfect angle for you. So these are basically the cameras themselves. So obviously the brain and all the hardware is all in here. Then we've got the rear camera, which again is very discreet and small, but both, again, if you look at the size of them, they're very, very small and discreet. They look really, really smart. The rear dash cam I really like. I've got it in my Mustang. The reason for it is it's just tucked away. You don't even notice it. It's a bit like having a rear view mirror in your car. It just becomes part of the car, especially when the install is so perfect, where the cable run is really minimal on terms of view. And the front dash cameras on my car is completely hidden out the way. When I'm sat in that driver's seat, I cannot see a thing. So hopefully you've enjoyed the video. You've seen a little bit more about what's actually included in the kit itself, what's actually included in the box. But if you want to learn a little bit more about the product itself, best thing you guys can do is hit that subscribe button. We've got a couple more videos coming on unboxing videos, which we're filming today. But also we've already posted up that how-to video on how to use the actual Thinkware Cloud app. It runs you through exactly what's involved on that. But thank you very much for watching, guys. We hope you love the video. But again, hit that subscribe button below. Thank you very much. We'll see you soon.